In recent years, India's Hindu nationalist officials have been destroying houses and businesses to punish alleged criminal activity. Nearly 800,000 people, mostly Muslims, have lost homes or businesses to what's been nicknamed Bulldozer justice. India's Supreme Court has frozen the demolitions, concerned that they're harsh and arbitrary. That order is expiring as the panel meets for its next hearing.
All that's left is rubble and pain. Nawab Khan spent over a decade building these shops. Brick by brick, he tells us. But last year, his livelihood was bulldozed.
Whenever I come to this market and see my demolished shops, I always feel like crying. At night, I can't sleep and I just keep thinking about my shops.
Local authorities accuse Nawab and other Muslim men of pelting stones at a procession of a Hindu nationalist group. Violence broke out. At least 7 people lost their lives. The riots happened last summer on the last day of July in Nuh, a Muslim-majority district in the northern state of Haryana. It's led by Prime Minister Modi's BJP. Nawab tells us that bulldozers arrived soon after to demolish Muslim homes and shops.
It was like the bulldozer ran over my heart, my chest, my livelihood. Where will I go? I was pleading with the authorities, but they wouldn't listen. I showed them my property papers, but they didn't listen. They've targeted me because I'm a Muslim, just to please the majority Hindus.
In the last few years, government-authorized bulldozing has demolished thousands of Muslim homes, businesses, and places of worship, mainly in BJP-ruled states. The policy of punishing alleged criminals with bulldozers has gained strong support in some quarters of the capital, Delhi.
There are reasons for each demolition. The fact that a demolition never took place earlier is no ground to say that it should not have taken place. If there is an illegality committed and if there is an action to it, what is wrong in it? And if action against criminal, including the usage of bulldozer to demolish illegal buildings, is the order of the day, I think that's brilliant.
Across the Hindu heartland of northern India, songs hailing the use of bulldozers for so-called instant justice have become popular. They praise Yogi Adityanath, the BJP Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, for inventing bulldozer justice. But legal experts are concerned that bulldozers have replaced the rule of law in the world's biggest democracy. The Supreme Court has stepped in, arguing that any alleged involvement in crime can never be the ground for the demolition of property. Supreme Court lawyer Farooq Rashid is one of the leading petitioners in the case.
90% of the bulldozer cases, if you study, and you will find these are the minority people. Government, particularly the BJP rule states, they want to give the message to the majority people that we are here to rule and we are here to punish the minority people, and those people are standing against us.
Back at their home in Haryana, Nawab and his family have to start from scratch. They have received no compensation for the demolition of their property. In the entire process, they had no right to appeal. They are watching closely to see if India's Supreme Court will put a definite end to bulldozer justice. The matter of bulldozer justice is still being discussed in the Supreme Court. The top court is planning to form a pan-India guideline on the demolitions that will be applicable on everyone, irrespective of religious faith. In today's hearing, there seems to be consensus on the hurdles that unauthorized constructions pose in daily public life. The court stressed that involvement in criminal activity does not justify the demolition of properties and businesses. In the past, the court criticized bulldozer justice, calling it illegal. The practice of using bulldozers to demolish houses and businesses was first introduced by Yogi Adityanath. the saffron-clad monk who is the chief minister of the northern state of Uttar Pradesh. Experts say he used bulldozers as punitive strategy to punish minorities, especially Muslims. In fact, this has become so famous in his state that his supporters welcomed him with bulldozers during the campaign rallies. Now this form of retributive justice has gained popularity in other BJP-ruled states too. The popularity is so huge that it has seeped in popular culture. Songs celebrating the use of bulldozers are very common and gaining traction among BJP supporters. Experts say they're concerned that this kind of social acceptance that bulldozer has gained in India is worrisome.